Hello everybody, hope you're having a fantastic day today. Thank you so much for checking out the video. Today I'm going to be bringing you a guide for the best possible start in Fallout 4 as the new update releases tonight. I cannot wait for this. Let's get into it. Okay, so when you first start the game, you're going to create your character and make them look however you want, and then you're going to have to select some stats. These are the stats that I selected. I highly recommend you select these as well, as we're going to have some opportunity at selecting some good perks when we first start leveling up, which I'm going to show a little later on in the video. And after you've done the whole beginning scene and you've run to the vault and all that, I don't really want to spoil the whole scene in case nobody's ever played this game before. But yeah, you know, spoiler, you're going to be heading to a vault to start the game, basically. And once you're in the vault, you will basically go into a cryo chamber here. That's all I'm really going to say. You'll have to play to find the rest of this out. And after you get out of the cryo chamber, you're going to be left in the vault by yourself. Just make sure you're picking up these stim packs. You can easily hit the roaches with the gun or your hand. No need to waste your ammo. And yeah, don't forget that little bit of ammo there as well. Also keep in mind you can change the difficulty setting of this game. So if you're having trouble, just lower the difficulty setting. Now, when we first come out the vault, we can head back over to our house, which you should be able to find since you ran to the vault. It's not far from the vault that you come out. And then we're going to talk to Codsworth here. And we're going to do a little mission for him, but before we do that, just come back into our house again here, which is now, you know, after the bombs have dropped. Make sure you pick up this magazine. And there's going to be a little stat magazine over here. We're going to be able to up our stats a little bit more. And it's called Your Special. And I would add it to agility, as you're going to want to be able to run a little bit more than how I have the stat set. Just a suggestion. Definitely would put it under agility. And before we help Codsworth any further as well, down the road, a couple more houses, if you can get on the roof here like I did. There's a bag up here that usually has a weapon in it, a little bit more ammo. And at the behind of the house as well, there is a cellar that we can go into here that will have a lot of other good stuff as well, including gold bars, a bunch of food. You probably won't be able to get into this safe right away, but there's a lot of good stuff that will, you know, be a great start for you here. Don't forget the 2 bars beside the safe on the floor there. Just really good stuff that you're going to want to take advantage of when you know, you're just leaving the vault here. You're going to be able to trade some of the stuff as well, or even use it for health. So once you're done in there, just come back and talk to Codsworth if you have to, if you haven't already started up the mission. And you're basically just going to clean up Sanctuary by going around and fighting some bugs. You just go to a couple houses, and you'll just kill them, and then that'll be pretty much it for the mission. Now when you're done that, you'll talk to Codsworth again, and then he will prompt you to go to Concord. Now before we go to Concord, we're just going to do a quick little run over here to Red Rocket, and we're going to meet our first companion. My favorite companion of the game by far. And a little tip is that he doesn't really count as a companion, so I'm going to explain that a little bit later. But yep, come over here, greet Dogmeat, you know, get him to follow you, and he will become your companion. And he doesn't count as a companion, as I say this, because there's a perk called Lone Wanderer that gives you extra damage and damage resistance and carry weight for not having a companion with you. So Dogmeat doesn't fall under that category, so that's why I usually always have him with me, because you can have a companion and still take advantage of the Lone Wanderer perk. And you also might want to come over here and take the workshop before we head to Concord. Now when we get to Concord, which is just down the street from Red Rocket, we're going to run into some raiders, and you are going to meet Preston Garvey. Just going to kill these raiders here. You might want to loot some of their stuff, as you probably don't have any armor at this point. So, you know, their armor's not the greatest, but we are just starting here. So, you know, pick up what they got and use it for yourself. Definitely pick up the ammo and pick up even some guns. My rule of thumb is once you get set in this game, I really don't pick up any armor or weapons unless it's like a specialty weapon or armor, you know, like shadowed armor or like a focused pistol or something like that. You know what I mean? Okay, so the first perk we want to put into is Lone Wanderer. Like I said, we're already doing 15% or taking 15% less damage, and our carry weight's increased by 50 already. And once you're done looting the raiders, we can go into the museum here, and we're going to try to meet Preston here. I love my cat. And you're basically just going to want to work your way upstairs. But before you do, we need to get a fusion core, or else once you get up there, you're going to have to come all the way back downstairs and get this fusion core. So just come around this room right here, and you're going to be looking for this hole in the floor. And like I said, you might want to put on some armor, just, you know, so you're not dying so fast as I was here. And here's the hole in the floor. Now, on top of the terminal here, there are some bobby pins to pick the lock. I don't know about you, but I'm not a fan of hacking stuff. I'd rather lockpick. And you can do either way to get this fusion core, but I would just rather lockpick it. It's so much easier, I think. So I suggest that. There's also some more bobby pins there to the left as well on the cigarette machine. I think it's a bobby pin case. And once we get this fusion core, we are going to head upstairs. I think I'm going to show where we put the second perk in here. Oh yes, definitely under Idiot Savant. And what this will do is give you more XP, so you'll basically be ranking up faster every time that goes off. Okay, so we got the fusion core. We're going to head upstairs. We're going to talk to Preston Garvey. We're going to grab this magazine. There is a bobblehead over here, but I just want to say that if you get perception, like it's one of those stats, like if you have like one that's not a stat, like strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, and luck, if you have a bobblehead that's not one of those, you should probably pick it up. But if it is one of those, keep in mind, if you pick up the bobblehead when you have it at level 10, it will make it level 11. So that's why I'm just waiting on that bobblehead. And anyway, once you're done talking to Preston Garvey after all of that, you're just going to come over to the exit here, and we're going to head back outside. And once we get out here, we're going to be able to get a T45. So we already got a power armor. And then guess what we're going to grab after we get the T45? We are I'm sure a lot of people in the comments already know, but yes, we're going to get a minigun here. Now, you don't really have to use this against the raiders. You can see like a nicely, you know, well-placed headshot here will more than do the trick to take out the enemies. You may want to save it for caps to sell to vendors, or you just, you know, might even want to use it as I'm going to use it here. It is pretty powerful at the beginning here, even without any stats into heavy gun or anything like that. And you probably will want to use it against the Deathclaw that I'm going to be showing here as well. You can see I just killed Gristle there. Keep in mind he has a special key on him that will unlock a safe at Corvega. So you're going to want to pick up that key as I'm going to show. But anyway, once you get over here to this grade over here, a Deathclaw is going to come out. And he will be a lot higher level than you. That's what a skull means. If you see a skull, you might not want to be near that enemy. But this is just the first encounter of this, just to kind of start the game off. So if you need to get away from him, you can come into the house here, and then you can easily kill him that way. And again, once you're done killing him, if you haven't grabbed it, get that Corvega storage key. You will thank me later when you get sent there, which you will. Now, when we're done, we're going to go talk to Preston Garvey. We will have to go back inside, and he's going to get us to meet him at Sanctuary again, where our house is. And Mama Murphy here is going to tell us to go to Diamond City, and she's basically going to give us a little quest marker so we can easily find Diamond City, which is where we're going to go eventually. But before we go to Diamond City, we want to make our way to Mass Blood Clinic. And on the way there, you can hit Federal Ration here, which I'm showing on the map. You can grab another fusion core if you want to take the power armor with you. You should be able to get there with the power armor, grab that fusion core, and then make our way over to Greater Mass Blood Clinic that I'm showing here. This is a place you will want to be familiar with in your playthroughs. You can get stim packs, basically, or blood packs, actually. And you will need antiseptic, I think, and steel to make it a stim pack. But blood packs just by themselves are actually very nice, especially at the beginning of the game here. And like I said, there is a ton of enemies, all bugs really. They're not really hard to kill, to be honest, except there's one in the basement. I forget the name of him, but we will see him. He will be very tanky, so be wary of him. This is why I kind of said you might want to bring a power armor over here. But honestly, when we're first going upstairs here, these bugs really shouldn't give you a problem. And that's what we want to do, is make our way to the roof, and we're going to grab ourselves a combat rifle. Now, this is an extremely overpowered weapon to have at such an early level. It's absolutely ridiculous. Trust me, you'll thank me later. And here it is right here. And I do recommend going semi-automatic before you go fully automatic in this game. It is not like Fallout 76. It'll save you ammo. And once we're done on the roof, we want to fall through this hole here so we can get on the other side of this door. And then the door is unlocked and we already have the key for it. And then we're going to want to make our way downstairs. Remember I said there is a very overpowered blood bug down there. You do want to watch out for him. He will kill you quick if you're not prepared. Now, once you kill him, there's a room here that we can go into that will have tons of blood packs. There's just a lot of good stuff down here. There's another key for the door. You know, you're going to want to be picking up those desk fans. There's a Nuka-Cola. Just lots of great junk down here. And like I said, tons of blood packs. And these things are going to keep you alive. So, and I think we're going to get like 30 or 40 of them here total. We're going to see there's actually more upstairs that I'm going to show you how to get. But just make sure you're getting all of these as, you know, they're basically going to cover you for stim packs for the time being. Because stim packs can be a little bit hard to get at the beginning if you're not really sure where to find them. So yeah, these blood packs definitely will make a difference. And if you don't use them, you can turn them into stim packs. Now, going from up here again, I just want to show you that there is another room, like I was saying. It has more blood packs in it, it has a safe in it, and it has a magazine in it, but it has an advanced lock. Well, there is a computer downstairs here that was right beside the stairs going downstairs to the blood bug that has another terminal in it. It is a novice terminal, so you don't even need any, you know, levels into this or anything into Hacker to pick this. And if you pick it, it'll just give you the code for the terminal upstairs. So you might want to take advantage of this too. Like I said, you don't need the Hacker perk or anything like that to do this. You just hack the novice one, gives you the password. You're going to come back upstairs here, and then you're easily just going to go up to this terminal, and it should just say you have access. And then, like I said, there is a safe in here, there is more blood packs, and there is a magazine, which will make us inflict 2% more limb damage from now on, so that helps. And if you're anything like me, you probably just want to collect the magazines so you can display them a little bit later. You know, this is a single-player game. I don't know who we're displaying them for, but I definitely like to display them. So just throwing that out there. I'm so excited for this update. I can't wait, guys. Probably be streaming this tomorrow. I know this might not be relevant a couple of weeks later, but I'm just extremely excited for this game. I absolutely love it. You can see we got a total of 28 blood packs before we left here, and you can see how fast they will fill your health up. Okay, so at this point you might want to fast travel back to Sanctuary, drop off your power armors, you won't really need it for a bit, and talk to Preston Garvey and finish the mission, as he should be there by that point. You have to wait for him to walk back here from Concord. And then maybe fast travel back to Greater Mass Blood Clinic, as it is very, well, closer to Diamond City than Sanctuary. So, since you've already ran over there, you might want to start from there and then make your way over to Diamond City. We're going to meet Piper, and then eventually you're going to be able to get into Diamond City. Again, I don't really want to spoil any dialogue for someone that's never played it before. And once you're in Diamond City, we're just going to come over here. There's tons to do in here. There's like lots of little side quests, but I'm just pretty much going to ignore them, and we're going to go talk to Ellie, I think her name is, and it's going to start up a mission that's called Unlikely Valentine, and that involves saving Nick Valentine, which is an absolute fantastic character in the game, and you can get him as a companion as well. So we'll talk to Ellie, finish Jewel of the Commonwealth, and then we're going to have to go find Nick. And before we do that, just going to put another perk into Rifleman, I think, here. Or it was... I know we put another one into, what's it called? Scrapper. That was the one as well. Okay, and this is where we're going to go get Nick Valentine. I just want to show, too, where you do go in to see him. There is a super mutant behemoth over here called Swan. You may just want to steer clear of him. He's kind of hidden in the pond here. He will kill you extremely fast. You can see I just wanted to show you him here, and he threw a big rock at me and almost killed me instantly. So yeah, maybe don't mess around with him and just try to avoid that pond. And this is the area you're looking for to go down to go find Nick. And the reason I'm bringing you over here, if I didn't mention, is because you can get tons of 45s for that combat sorry, the combat rifle. And these enemies are extremely easy to kill. You can use a pipe weapon to kill them. Even the 10mm handgun works fantastic. And when you're done, you will have a ton of 45s for that combat rifle, as I'm going to show here. I think we had close to 300 by the time we were done. And I even used it at the end of the mission. Yeah, almost 345s. So that's such a great start. Trust me, you're going to love this combat rifle. And just to be clear, I did put my beginner or my starter perks into Rifleman, Lone Wanderer, Idiot Savant, Medic, and Scrapper were all the perks that I did put my first starting perks into here. Just in case you're wondering, they're all great perks to start off with. Trust me when I tell you this, you'll thank me later. And that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope a lot of you are looking forward to this as much as I am. And yeah, I really hope this guide helps you. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day.